The keys are there on the table. Yeah.
They said me you go to the bank and confirm the transaction.
Yeah.
I don't know what is it. So I come back to in 10 minutes.
Okay, no problem. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live session. You guys know what it is. We're live here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys exactly how I make thousands of dollars in the markets. And the best part is you don't have to pay. You can actually just get started right away. And if you want to get started, which you should, you guys should all just go to AlgoBars.com, get your account set up. When it asks for the broker to sign up with, just select TradeXN. They're the ones that I'm using. They have the lowest fees, which is actually a major topic that we will be discussing on today's live. Day Mixer, what's going on? Day Mixer saying finally made it. Let's go. Let's get started. So let's change to the range bars right away because I don't know why we're on the candlestick chart, but there we go, guys. We're getting this reversal right here. We're getting a little bit of a pullback. Let's not waste time. So what I'm going to do right away is I'm going to enter our sell trade right here. Okay, there you go. There's our sell trade, and it is open. And you can see we have our stop loss and take profit preset. Our stop loss is right there, right up there somewhere, and our take profit is down here. All right, so for anyone who wants to get started to learn how to trade, what is trading, how does it even work? First of all, the first thing that I'm going to tell everyone is never pay anyone to learn how to trade. All right, Croak is asking BTC. Yeah, we're in BTC. We're in a sell trade, and we were hovering around break even / make profit. But let's just see, because we just opened the trade, and you guys know we give the trade enough room to be able to move, so it doesn't kick us out too early. Now, can you take partial profits with this? Yeah, so partial profits coming soon. I think within the next 2 to 3 days, we're going to be, just implementing the partial profit. So coming soon. And we're constantly updating and upgrading the platform, so it's really good. We have a really good team that's working on it. All right, Miguel, what's going on? Daymixer, what up? Croak, what up? User 746, what up? Chiffon. Let's go. Let's get started. So, what is trading? How does it work? Is trading a scam? Let's talk about all of these things. The first thing that I want to mention is the entire world runs because of trading. Okay, it's the biggest industry, biggest market on this planet. There's nothing bigger than trading, not even real estate, or not even trading is the biggest thing in the world because that's what makes the world go round. Now, the reality is your banks are doing trading, hedge funds are doing trading, the brokers are doing trading, everyone is doing trading. That's how they're making billions of dollars. But the real problem is what's happening with all of these people you see on social media, and what they're saying is like, oh, this is how I turned $100 into $100 million, and you can learn too. And the way to learn is by paying for my course, which is a scam. Don't get scammed. Never pay anyone to learn how to trade, because if they were doing well, they wouldn't need to sell you on any course or any of these signal groups or any of that nonsense. Guys, there we go. Congratulations. We're already at $200 in profit on this trade, which is pretty insane considering we just entered the trade. So you guys can see right there, we're at about 160, 170 right now. It's kind of just hovering, fluctuating around $160, $170. Now, we're going to let this trade right out because this is a $1,000 trade, and all my trades are actually $1,000 trades. So we just entered our first trade of the day. Now, what is trading? Kendo saying, I have a pair of questions. Can I ask? Of course, Kendo. That's what I'm here for. Ask any questions you want. GJBHGVB is saying, what time frame is this? All right, so we're actually on the range bars chart type. Okay, what is the range bars? It's our custom charting type. And the way that it works is it only moves when the market actually moves. So I don't trade on traditional candlesticks or time frames because what I've found is that it doesn't really work. Okay, so that's why we use the range bars. I'll explain why. The range bars only move when the market moves. Okay, now I'm going to be going over how it works, like for example, there's this one indicator that we use on it, which is called the super trend. I'll show you guys exactly how we use the super trend, all of those things. So let's get started. So I'll start off right from the beginning. Okay, what is trading? How does it work? It's very simple. Trading is you're entering contracts in the market. Okay, Now, by the way, this is like a $10,000 trading course that I'm giving you for free, okay? So, what is trading? You're entering contracts in the market. Now, you have access to two different types of contracts that you can have. One is a buy trade contract, and one is a sell trade contract, okay? If I click buy, and remember, I can trade on any market I want. If I click buy and the price goes up, we make money. Everyone knows that. You probably know that. You probably know that. Everybody knows that. But here's the thing that a lot of people miss. We can actually enter sell trades. And then if the price comes down, then we can make money. Now you're probably wondering, wait, but can I do this on blah? Can I do this on Tesla? Can I do this on Amazon? Can I do this on Bitcoin? Can I do this on gold? Can I do this on NASDAQ? Can I do this on... Yeah, you can do this on any market. And look, on AlgoBars, you have access to all the markets. Forex, stocks, commodities, indices, crypto, whatever you want, it's on here. All the major pairs are here. USD JPY, AUD CAD, you got Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Adobe, aluminum, gold, cotton, copper, coffee. We have all the indices, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, S&P 500. Whatever you want to trade, you can trade it on AlgoBars, and then you can enter buy trades or sell trades. If you think the market's coming down, you can just click sell, and then you can make money if the market comes down. If you think the market's going up, you can just click buy and then make money when the market goes up. Now, here's the thing. By the way, congratulations for everybody who's following along. Our trade right now is around $240, $250 in profit, and we do all of our trades live, so there's nothing actually hidden behind a paywall, nothing like that. I actually don't sell anything. If you actually look into it, I don't sell any course, I don't sell any bot, I don't sell any VIP Discord community, nothing like that. I actually just come live here, I do all my trades live, I answer all your questions, and then we go through it. All right. Kendo's asking, what's the difference between BTC USDT and BTC USD? It's all the same. There's no difference. What's the name of the website? Guys, so I'm trading on AlgoBars.com, okay? AlgoBars.com, that's the trading platform that I'm trading on. Go to AlgoBars.com. You should actually, right now, because I'll be doing more trades after this, okay? Go right now to AlgoBars.com, click deploy, get your account set up. When it asks for the brokers, the one that I would suggest, there's a few brokers. You can connect any broker, but there's a few brokers in there. The one I would suggest is TradeXN. They have the lowest fees. I use them personally myself. I've been using TradeXN for like 7-8 years now. They're really good. But you can select any broker. I would suggest TradeXN. Once you have your account set up, then all you got to do is you just click wallet at the top right here. Then you can click deposit. Okay, this is your TradeXN account. Or whatever broker you select. They even have go to Abato, which is also licensed, regulated. Then you can just select, you can deposit with crypto or card, whichever one you want. Honestly, I'm going to be very honest with you. I try to save fees wherever I can. If you do card, the fees are really high. If you do crypto, there's very, very low fees. It's almost no fees. It's whatever you basically send, you get. So that's why I always suggest funding your account with crypto. It's super simple, easy, and your account's funded in like 2 minutes. All right. Now, let's see right here. Dr. Patrick saying, I created my account, KYC verification still pending. Yeah, so the broker's going to verify your KYC. It usually takes around 24 hours is the time frame that they give. So Abato, what's the cost to add that? Daymixer, they already have go to Abato. So if you have an Abato account, you can actually just email Abato and tell them just transfer your funds over to your AlgoBars account. So you make an AlgoBars account, they will transfer your funds over, and then you can start trading on AlgoBars right away. All right. Now, how does AlgoBars help you to trade? That's actually such an excellent question, because here's the thing. Most people are using TradingView or MetaTrader, or they're using these different types of platforms that have one function. For example, like TradeZella, they do trade journals. On AlgoBars, all of those paid functions from all the other trading platforms, including TradingView, are free. And let me show you, okay? So for example, let's open up a chart. Okay, now we have this chart here, right? Now, did you know that sub-minute time frame on TradingView is paid? You have to pay like $100 a month for it. But guess what? AlgoBars has it for free. So you can open the 1 second time frame chart and it runs live for free. You don't have to pay $100. It's free. The next thing is, on AlgoBars, there's the chart type, which is called range bars. Okay, so under chart type, you can see range bars and X-ray range. Guys, if you're still using candlesticks and you're doing analysis, you are so far behind. You need to get, ahead of the times, which is range bars. And let me explain to you what the range bars do and how they work, because this is the difference between me being unprofitable and then me being profitable. All right, let's go. Let's get started. Can AlgoBars be used on mobile? Yes. On mobile, it's excellent, the platform on your phone. If you just open AlgoBars.com and you log in on your phone, excellent platform. Is it really that easy with range bars? Look, here's the thing. I do it every day, okay? I literally come here live every day. And over the past few days, every day we've either made 2K or 1K or 5K or 3K, and we do this daily. Is there any leverage? Yeah, be happy. 1 to 500 leverage. All right, guys. So let me explain to you the difference between range bars and time-based candles. If you look at this, look at how difficult it is to actually truly understand what's happening here, because every other candle is red or green, red or green, red or green. So when you enter a trade, you're like, you see the next red candle, you're like, oh no, it's going down. And then the next candle, green, you're like, and then the next candle, red, oh no, it's going down. You're gonna be confused forever if you keep looking at these time-based candles. Now, here's the difference. Look at the range bars. Look at how clean the range bars look. Same move, but so much cleaner. Why? It's because the range bars only move. The range bars are only generated when the market actually moves. Now, what does that mean? That means if the market doesn't move, there's no range bars being built. Now, why is that helpful to us? I'll explain. The reason it's helpful is because then we can very clearly see which way the market is going, up or down. Now, how does that help us with our trading? So, if you go right to the basic, okay, how does trading work? You want to buy low and the price goes up and you make money, right? And then you want to do a sell trade when it's at its high and then it comes down and we make money, right? That's the easy way to explain it. Now, look at how easy the range bars make it. So, by the way, our trade is at around $300, $310 in profit right now, the one we opened live. So what happened was we were in this big uptrend. You can see this big uptrend. As soon as it went red, and that's what I called it out to you guys, I was like, oh, we're going down. I entered my sell trade. And look, we're at around $280 in profit. Now, this is a $1,000 trade. It's a $1,000 trade. So once the market comes down here, hopefully it does, and then we'll make $1,000 on this trade. So what I will explain to you right now is the strategy. And I'm going to explain it in 4 simple steps. There's no gatekeeping. I don't really gatekeep anything. You guys can know. Whatever I know, boom, you can have it, okay? So before I do that, guys, go to AlgoBars.com. Get your account set up on AlgoBars. You can connect any broker, but there's a few integrated brokers in there. So what I would suggest is TradeXN. They have the lowest fees. We also have GoToAboto. They're a really good broker as well. But I would suggest TradeXN, really good. Get your account set up, and then you can get your account funded, and then just join my lives every single day. While I do my trades live, I'll answer your questions. I'll show you guys exactly how I do what I do. And the best part is, no VIP group, no paid Discord, none of those things. And in fact, you guys should never pay anyone to learn how to trade, because you could just come here and learn for free, and then you don't need anyone. Actually, once you learn how the range bars work, you don't even need me, all right? So let's get started. What is the strategy? The strategy is made up of 4 steps. First of all, what even is a strategy? A strategy is a set of rules that you follow, and then you see whether it makes money or not, all right? So what are the 4 rules that I use, that I follow, and I've been doing this for over 10 years. Same strategy. To make $2,000 to $5,000 a day. Here it is. Are you guys ready? Step 1. We enter at the range bar reversals. When it goes from red to green, I'd be looking for a buy trade. When it goes from green to red, I'm looking for a sell trade. Step 2, I always risk less than 1% of my balance, okay? Very low risk per trade. Step 3, I always set my stop loss and take profit at 100 points. Now you can see right here on AlgoBars, I can preset my stop loss, take profit, 100, 100. So once I click buy or sell, it auto sets my stop loss, take profit. I don't have to worry about it. And step 4, once my trade is open, I do not touch the trade. Okay, this is the most important one. I don't touch the trade. So Step 1, enter at range bar reversals, risk less than 1%, set my stop loss take profit at 100 points. Once my trade is in, I don't touch it. That's it. Guys, that's it. There's no rocket science. There's no, oh, it's like, quantum mechanics, physics, like whatever. It's nothing like that. It's really just, those are the 4 steps I do. I make money every single day. You can watch my live recordings for the past 8 years. They're on YouTube and TikTok and everywhere. I've just been doing the same exact thing every single day, and I make money in the markets. That's what it really comes down to. So it really is just about understanding and learning how the range bars work. Once you figure that out, the rest is actually fairly simple. And our trade is still open. We're going to let it ride out. And you guys know I never close my trade early, all right? Silence is saying you need 160 to sign up. Nope, you don't. You can make an AlgoBars account completely for free. You can connect it to your broker. And what I always say is you should never pay anyone to learn how to trade. You should never buy anyone's systems or signals or anything like that. You should actually, the only place your money should be going is into your own trading account. I'm literally the only one on this planet that says that. Nobody else says that because they want to say, oh, look, let me show you some hocus pocus magic. And if you want to learn how I make $500 billion, you pay for my $200 course. Okay, like I don't know how people fall for that stuff. It's actually ridiculous. It's insane. Don't fall for those things. Anyone that's claiming 90% win ratio, 100% win ratio. I saw a guy on TikTok the other day claiming 97% win ratio. I was like, buddy, you know that if you had 97% win ratio, realistically, the reality is you would actually turn $100 into a few $1 billion so fast if you had 97% win ratio. So fast, you wouldn't be on TikTok selling a $200 Discord, okay? That's what it really comes down to. So, basically, what it is never pay anyone to learn how to trade. Make sure, guys, give me a follow right now. Turn on the live notifications because you guys know when I come live, it's AKA money time, all right? It's money time because I come live, I do my trades, I answer your questions, we make some money, and then we do this, just rinse and repeat. Let's go. Appreciate it. Jason, let's go. D-Stu, let's go. Shova is asking, can I do it on my phone? Yes, you can. Fethi is asking, when do you go live? I go live around this time, okay? But if you turn on the live notifications, you'll know exactly when I'm coming live. Can you explain the strategy more? Of course I can. Let me explain, okay? Very simply, what it comes down to is understanding that the chart type that you use can be the difference between you actually making money or you losing money, which is why most people end up losing money. It's because you're looking at these time-based candles. Let me logically, because you guys are all smart, intelligent people, okay? Logically, and I don't think anyone's explained this to you yet. That's why you don't know, but it's okay. I'm going to explain it. Let's be logical. Do you think, and answer this, do you think that gold says, oh, it's 3:56 p.m., time to go up? The answer is no, okay? It doesn't. It can never do that. Do you think, for example, Bitcoin, which is worth hundreds of billions of dollars, says, oh, it's 12:55 p.m., time to go down? No, it doesn't, right? So what we just realized is time has nothing to do with the market, right? Time has nothing to do with the market. Market's going to go up or down regardless of time. But then how can we justify doing analysis on time-based candles? It doesn't make sense because these candles are based on time. Time has nothing to do with the market. How can you analyze time-based candles? Anyone that tells you they can analyze time-based candles and they can draw their crazy lines on the chart and tell you, oh, my prediction for the future is blah, 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 they're lying to you. Okay, you need to understand that they're lying to you, and the reason they're lying is because they're probably right after that sentence saying, if you want to learn more, join my VIP group. Okay, that's the reality. So never get caught up in that. No one knows the future. No one can predict the future. No one can predict the markets. What it really comes down to is having a strategy that you can follow consistently that gives you consistent gains. Now, here's the thing. You might be asking, wait, then AKA, what's your win percentage? Okay, my accuracy on this range bar strategy that I just told you guys is around 60 to 65%. Okay, we win around 60 to 65% of our trades. Now, at a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, that's a profitable strategy. That's really good. We get 60% on average of our trades. So, but that's over thousands and thousands of trades over months and months and months of being consistent, doing the same exact thing. That's our accuracy, 60 to 65%. Forget all of those liars that are telling you 97% and 95%, blah, blah. It's not possible. It's not possible at all. It's physically impossible to get that high of a win rate. Not even the best quants at the best hedge funds, at the best brokers and banks get those numbers. It's not possible. All right? So, let's see. For anyone who's wondering how to get started, guys, for all of you guys should be going to AlgoBars.com right now. Go to AlgoBars.com right now. Get your account set up. When it asks for the broker, you can connect any broker. But when it asks for the broker, I would suggest go to TradeXN. And you can get your account set up with TradeXN on AlgoBars. You can fund your account. I'll show you how. You just click wallet at the top. You can click deposit. You can deposit with crypto or card. And it takes like 2 minutes. And it's in your account. You can start trading right away. You can start using the range bars right away, okay? And then you can join my lives every single day. So you guys should actually do this. That's your homework for today. Do that, and then on the live tomorrow, come join me, and then we'll be doing more trades. I'll be answering more questions. Dr. Patrick is saying how to set stop loss and take profit. This is actually such a great question. Let me show you, okay? Let me show you right here. So, on AlgoBars, it's actually made, and let me tell you guys something. You know how there's like MetaTrader, CTrader, all these other platforms? They were not built for profit, okay? They were not built to make traders profitable. AlgoBars, because we're traders ourselves, we made it so that we can be profitable, okay? So we've made things so easy. So and this is running institutional grade data. You know, it's ready for high frequency trading algos, whatever you can build. And we're going to build some indicators. We're going to build some strategies right after this, okay? And I might have a gift for you guys. I might have a gift. So for all of you guys watching, if you guys want the gift, keep watching because I'm going to show you something crazy. So if I click this drop down here, I can actually preset my stop loss and take profit by pips or price. I always do pips, 100 and 100. You guys know that's part of the strategy. And I'll run through the strategy again for anyone that missed it. Very simple, okay? The strategy is not complicated. When the range bars reverse, step one, we enter at the range bar reversal. Green to red means a sell trade. Red to green means a buy trade, okay? So that's step one, enter at range bar reversals. Step two, I always set my stop loss and take profit at 100 points, like I just showed you guys. Step three, I always risk less than 1% of my balance. Super important, the most important thing. I'll talk about that later. And step four, I don't touch the trade. When I'm in it, I don't touch it. You guys can see this trade, we entered somewhere back there. Yeah, we entered right over here. Now the market is still moving, okay? We haven't hit my stop loss or take profit yet. The market's still moving. I'm not gonna touch this trade. All right, there we go. So that's the strategy. That's how I use it. Now, when it comes to how much balance you should have, because that's what everyone's question is, and this is where most people make the mistake, okay? After I explain this, we're going to make some strategies. Now, the reality of the problem is what most people end up doing is the opposite of what they should be doing. Here's what you should be doing. We should start our accounts with as much as possible in that account, as much as possible. 10K, 50K, 100K, $1 billion, whatever the max is, okay? And I'll explain why. Because then we can risk as little as possible and then make small percentage gains regularly. That's what I do here. I show you how I make income every single day. My income daily is around $2,000 to $5,000 a day. That's my income. Now you're probably saying, whoa, AKA, that's crazy. How are you making $2,000 to $5,000 a day? That's how. My account size is $312,000. On this account, I'm making $2,000 to $5,000 a day. That's most of the time, that's less than 1% a day that I'm making, okay? Less than 1%. That's the same thing as if on a $10,000 account, okay, $10,000 account, you're making $30, right? That now you're like, wait a minute, I don't want to just put $10,000 and make $30. But you know what? That's how you make income every single day. What you need is actually just to make $50 to $100 a day. Do you know how much that ends up being at the end of the month? Let's say you just spend half hour, you make $50 to $100 a day. At the end of the month, that's $1,500 to almost $3,000 extra every month. That's crazy. Imagine you just start an account with like 10K or 20K and you just start making an extra $1,500 to $3,000 a month. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. It's about minimizing your risk to as little as possible and then just being consistent, okay? So what I always say is start your account with as much as possible in the account, then we risk as little as possible. But what most people end up doing is they start with as little as possible, then risk as much as possible, because here's what's going to happen. You start your account with 200 or 500, you're going to want to make 200 or 500, right? And now you're risking 50% of your balance, 100% of your balance, when in reality, that's too much risk percentage-wise, okay? So that's really what it comes down to. So for anyone who is just joining, welcome to the live. I'm here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys exactly how I make $2,000 to $5,000 a day. And this is our first trade of the day. We're up around, the market's just kind of been hovering around this area. So we're just gonna wait for it to, do its thing. But for all of you guys who are just joining, guys, go to AlgoBars.com. Get your account set up. You can connect any broker to it. What I would suggest is start with TradeXN. It's integrated, it's easy. They have the lowest fees. They literally have the lowest fees. There's no commission, there's no swaps, and they have the lowest spread that we found. So go to AlgoBars.com, sign up, select TradeXN. We have other integrated brokers too, but select TradeXN because that's the one that I'm also using. Get your account funded, and then join me here daily as I do my live trades. Ask your questions. I'll answer everyone's questions. And then now let's get into the fun thing, okay? Because here's the thing. Let's say you're like, wait a minute, I don't even know how to trade. I don't even know what trading is. I don't have time to trade. I'm going to save you guys, first of all, thousands of dollars right now in the next 2 minutes, okay? I'm going to save you thousands of dollars and thousands of hours that you would spend in front of the screen. Are you ready? So on AlgoBars, we have this function where if you go to the automation, if you go to Algo Builder, which is right here in the corner, and then go to Algo Builder, right here, you can actually, if you have a strategy, you can type out your strategy and it will code it for you. You don't need a coder anymore. It will build it for you. You don't need that coder at all. Then it will backtest it for you on actual live market data so you can see if your strategy would actually be profitable or not. So here's the thing, and yes, anybody in the world can use AlgoBars, okay? You can use AlgoBars from anywhere in the world. We have people from Asia, Europe, North America, South America, just all over the place using it, okay? Here's the thing. Then it will back test that strategy for you and give you the results. So if you know anyone or you yourself think you have a profitable strategy, what you should do right now, go to AlgoBars, type in your strategy, and then you can just let it build it and see the results, because it will give you actual results. No emotion, nothing like that, just straight results. Maybe your strategy is profitable, and I'll show you something crazy you could do with that. Maybe it's not, and now you can tweak it. So now let's click Let AI Invent It, okay? So we're the first platform that has full AI integration like this. So now let's just click Generate My Strategy. Now here's what this is doing. This is, first of all, going through hundreds of millions of different variables and parameters and all of these things, then putting together and coding a fully custom strategy that's never been built before. And then what it does is, then it backtests it for you so you can see what the result of that would be. Now, sometimes what it creates would be these negative, results, which is fine because remember, it's randomizing, right? And maybe this strategy might be profitable on a different market, different time frame, but then you can just click generate another one, okay? And now it's gonna generate another one. And let's see what this comes up with, because again, it's now building, it's coding, and then it's going to back test that strategy again on real live market data. And then it's gonna give you the results. So there we go, now it's running this back test. Let's see how this back test ends up coming out. Let's see. So far, so good. Wow, look at that. That's insane. So this just ran a 1 month back test on this trading strategy. And look at this. It gives a 44.6% return. Now, remember, you have to factor in your spreads, your commissions, your fees, all of that when it comes to your trading. But look at this. This is potentially a profitable trading strategy. Max drawdown of 31%, which is not bad. Over 1 month, it took 4,664 trades. And now if I like this strategy, let me show you how easy it is. You just click deploy it live. Okay, you can change your settings if you want. I mean, it uses the strategy settings by default. And then all I have to do is click deploy live, done. My bot is built, it's coded, it's tested, and it's deployed within like 2 minutes. You don't have to wait for a coder anymore. You can build and backtest and deploy your strategies within just a few minutes right here on AlgoBars. And then you can, if you have like a big community, you can list it on Algo Social. So you can actually either publish this strategy for free, or you can add a price. So let's say like let's say you find, and you guys should all do this. If you go and you build a strategy and it gives you a really crazy result, I've seen some strategies that are doing like 300% a month. I'm just saying. If you find a crazy strategy, you can actually just sell it. And if it's really good, people will go buy it from Algo Social, which I will show you. All right. So Fun123 is saying it's not free. So here's the thing. AlgoBars, to use the platform, is completely free. Trading, all that is completely free. It's only when you actually use, when you're building your strategies, when you're building custom indicators, all of those things, then it takes credits. And let me explain how that works, okay? So let's go to our credits. So let me just close this. This is our credits. So let's see how much that strategy cost us to build. So the first strategy only cost us 49 credits, which is less than 50 cents, okay? It's very cheap. To build that profitable strategy costs around 500 credits, which is just under $5. Now, imagine right now, if you go to any other platform, you have to pay thousands of dollars to a coder who you have to explain, who might misunderstand you, and he'll take like a month or 3 months to develop your strategy, and it will cost you maybe like $3,000 or $5,000. But on AlgoBars, it's fully automated, it's instant, it gives you a backtest result right away, and you can deploy it to your live account, and all it cost was less than $5. Let's go. All right. But again, you don't even need to use that, because if you're just trading manually, you can trade completely for free. Obviously, you just have to pay the broker fees, but that's the broker fees. That has nothing to do with us anyways. You get credits. It cost me 26, but nothing helps you. I mean, what are you talking about? Fun123, what do you mean? After the AI, what do you do? So here's the thing. You can actually, all of my trades that I'm doing right now are all done manually anyways. And I'm showing you guys exactly, what the functions and the features are of AlgoBars, because it's the most advanced trading platform that exists right now. You can build automated strategies, you can build your custom indicators, you can trade using the range bars, and it's fully built in, which is actually pretty insane. So let's see. B8K is saying it's very expensive. It's free to use. Free is expensive? That's crazy. Show us the time frame to use and the lot size. For sure. So right here, when I go to the chart type and I select range bars, so what that actually does is it changes the time frame to range size. Okay, so if you look right here on range size, it changes it to 20. So now that the range is 20, what does this mean? This means, I have my deployed strategy. The strategy is already opening and closing trades, guys. That's crazy. Okay, let me just turn that strategy off because it's just going to be running. Let's go right here. Algo Builder. Here's the strategies. All right, let me just stop the strategy. And I'll just exit this trade. It's like a 25-cent trade. But let's see. Oh, our trade close. Guys, there we go. Congratulations. Congratulations to everybody who's following along. We hit take profit on that $1,000 trade. Actually, we made $1,030 on that trade. So congratulations to everybody who's following along. By the way, guys, if you are in the Toronto area, our office is open here where I am right now. Our office is open 7 days a week from 11 to 5. And by the way, on Saturday at 12 o'clock, we're going to do a meet and greet. So if you're in the GTA Toronto area, come visit us. Send me a DM. I'll send you the office address. Come on Saturday. You know, we'll be doing live trades. Make sure you guys bring your laptops. We got lots of space here. If enough of you guys show up, you know, we'll order some food. We'll have a good time. We'll answer questions. We'll do some live trades, and I'll show you guys, you know, how everything works, and you guys can meet me in person. So let's get started, guys. Make sure you guys come by Saturday to the office around noon. It's actually going to be nice to, you know, meet you guys in person. You guys can come meet me in person as well. Remember, if you're in the Toronto area, send me a DM. I'll send you the office address. All right, and for anyone who's just joining, welcome to the live. I'm here every single day. We just made $1,000 on this live right now, and usually we clear around $2,000 to $5,000 a day. So guys, make sure you guys don't waste time. Join my live every single day. Turn on the live notifications. Give me a follow. Where's the office? It's in Toronto. Ismail is saying, how can I trust the software? I'm putting my money into it. At the end of the day, what's the security? So here's the thing. The funds are actually all handled by the broker. Which the brokers are regulated and licensed. We AlgoBars, we don't hold any funds at all. So it's not about the software at all. Actually, it's that all the funds are actually held by the broker, which we've been using for TradeXN. We've been using them for about 8 years now. GoDo, we've been with them for about 6 years. They're really good, and both of them have really excellent customer service. They're always really good and really fast. And yeah, your dad's landlord is right. You're actually funding your own account as well. So remember, the one thing that I always say is never send me any money. I will never trade for anybody. There's actually a lot of scammers that are using my name and messaging you guys. Guys, don't fall for that, because I'm never going to send you to some random website. The only place I'm ever going to send you is AlgoBars.com. Let's see. Does that work in Canada? Yeah, so it works anywhere in the world, guys. We have users from all over the world that are using AlgoBars. So let's get started. Now, I'm going to see if there's another trade that we can get in on. But that was a really good trade, $1,000 right there. Now, we can see on the range bars right here, we're having this big uptrend. As soon as we see this reversal, there we go. We're seeing that reversal. I'm going to go ahead and enter our second sell trade of the day. Guys, there we go. There's our second trade of the day. Now, one thing that you guys might have noticed, if you guys are very, if you guys have a good attention to detail, you guys will realize that my stop loss, take profit, my entries, they're all purple. Why is that? Okay, so this is the only platform in the world where there's ghost mode on or off, ghost orders. Okay, what's ghost orders? You know, for example, when you're trading, you'll set your stop loss, and what's going to happen is you see the market boom, 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 come, and it just touches your stop loss, so you get kicked out, and then you see, then the market goes and it runs off and it goes to where your take profit was supposed to be, right? Now, guess what? On AlgoBars only, we have what's called ghost orders, and what that does is it actually hides your stop loss and take profit from the order book, so no one can see it. So when you set your stop loss take profit, nobody else can see it. Ed is asking, is this for stocks or futures? So you can trade all the markets here, stocks, futures, commodities, crypto, Forex, whatever you want, you could trade it here. What I'm mostly trading is Bitcoin, gold, and NASDAQ. That's what I'm mostly trading. The reason I trade those three markets is very simply, they're very fast, okay? The reason I don't trade a lot of Forex pairs or stocks is because some of them are very slow. So for the same 100 points, which is part of my strategy, what I'm doing is if I trade a Forex pair, it'll take like 4 hours. But if I trade Bitcoin, gold, and NASDAQ, I'm in and out of the trade in a few minutes, all right? So, guys, there's a whole bunch of scammers that usually join the lives that are saying like, join my VIP group. And you guys know what I say about VIP groups. All of them are scams, okay? Ismail is saying, what do you recommend more, manual trading or AI trading? Now, here's the thing. I would do both. Okay, so I'm building my own strategies. I'm testing them. I'm running them on some of my other accounts, and we're seeing what the results is. But then, because I have a profitable strategy that I've been using for so many years, the range bar strategy, I also just do manual trading because I know I'm going to make like $2,000 to $5,000 a day if I'm doing the manual trading with the range bar strategy. Classy Everything is asking, how do we learn your strategy? Very simple. Also, Ed is saying TradingView. Why would you use TradingView when all the TradingView functions are available on AlgoBars for free? You have to pay to use TradingView, like $50, $100. But on AlgoBars, you get all those functions completely for free. How to deposit? You can't hear? Can you guys hear? Oh, wait, can you guys hear me? Where's the location, Sabella? Just send me a DM. I'll send you the office address, guys. If you're in the Toronto area, make sure you guys come Saturday around 12 to 1. Come. It'll be a good time. We'll do some live trades. We'll order some food. I'll answer your questions. Make sure you guys bring your laptop. How to deposit? Very simple. So now you're going to click wallet up there. Then you're going to click deposit. And then you can either fund with crypto or card. I would suggest crypto. It's the fastest and it has the lowest fees. Card takes a lot of fees. And it's good to save on the fees. There's no reason to pay it if you don't have to. Okay, so I would suggest crypto. Now, you can deposit through any crypto. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, USDC, USDT, BNB, Solana, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Tron, Toncoin, whatever, on whichever network. And then all you do is you click generate deposit address. There's your wallet address. Then you just scan and you send it. There you go. It takes about 2 minutes to fund your account, 2 to 5 minutes. And there we go. There's no minimum. There's no minimum. Which broker? So Tick Marcel, when you go to algobars.com, and for anyone who's just joining, I'll just show you guys right here. When you go to algobars.com, click deploy, and then when you click sign up, it asks you which broker to connect to. The one I would suggest is TradeXN. They're actually the best one that I've found. They have the lowest fees, and they have excellent customer support. And you can start trading, and they're integrated with AlgoBars right away. Time frame and take profit, bro, please. For sure. So for range bars, there's no time frame, but the range size, I always set it to 20. Okay, the range size, I always set it to 20, and that's what I set it to. So that means that each bar here represents 20 points movement in the market. Okay. How can I attend Saturday? Send me a DM, Fire Exit. Send me a DM. I'll send you the office address. Okay, just send me a DM right now. All of you guys who are in the Toronto GTA area, send me a DM. I'll send you the address, and I'm going to see you guys on Saturday, okay? How about demo? Yeah, there's demo up here if you just click demo. But here's the thing. Actually, you bring up a really good point. Demo versus live, okay? It is so important that you actually start trading on a live account, because on demo, you will never learn anything. Why is that? That's like me saying, I'm going to learn how to trade, or I'm going to learn how to, let's say, drive. Okay, I'm going to learn how to drive by playing GTA 5. Okay, I'm going to learn how to drive by playing Need for Speed. You're not going to learn how to drive by playing Need for Speed. The only way to actually learn how to drive is by getting in a car and then actually driving. The same way when it comes to trading, and this is the main thing that I want to explain, is when it comes to trading, the only way to learn is by actually trading on your live account. But here's what I always tell everyone. Okay, so I have people that come here, they start their account with 10K, 50K, 100K. I had one guy with 250K. Like all these people that start their account, it doesn't matter what you start your account with. When you start, first of all, it should be the most possible. The account should be as big as possible. But then here's what we should always start off with our lot size, 0.01. What does this mean? What does this even mean? When I have my lot size set to 0.01 and my stop loss and take profit to 100, that means that each trade that I do is only worth $1. So you can actually learn how to trade by only risking $1 per trade. Either you might make $1 or you might lose $1. But here's the thing. First, never pay anyone to learn how to trade. The only place your money should be going is into your own trading account. And once it's in your trading account, just start with 0.01 lot size. Just start with the smallest lot size. That way you get to practice, because here's the thing. Let's say you take 20 trades, 30 trades over the next 1 to 2 days, okay? You guys all go, you fund your account right now, today, and you start trading over the next 2 to 3 days. And let's say you might win some trades, you might lose some trades. Let's say you're up $8. Okay, you've done 30 trades, you won some, you lost some, you're up $8. That's amazing. That means it basically didn't cost you anything. You made $8 and you learned how to trade. Let's say you're down $8. That's amazing too, because you actually took the steps to take some trades, you won some trades, you lost some trades, you learned so much, and it only cost you $8. You didn't have to pay for anyone's course, which you shouldn't be doing anyways. You didn't have to pay for someone's VIP signals scam thing. You didn't have to send your money to someone you don't know and they're apparently trading for you, which is also a scam. So basically what it really comes down to is understanding that if you do 0.01 lot size and you can make money over a little bit of time, that means that by increasing this, it's actually the same thing. Now if you increase to 1 lot size, now each trade is worth $100, okay? And what I do is, I do 10 lots because of my account size. Now my trades are worth $1,000, and that's how you scale up, okay? So a lot of people, what they say to me is, most people do have like 10, 50K, 100K, 500K to deposit, which most people just end up doing and they trade. But there's some people that say, I only have 1,000, I only have 500, I only have 2,000. And I'll tell you what I did, okay? What I did was, this is back in the day, okay, when I was working at like Tim Hortons and like Loblaws. So I would take like my $500 or $1,000 that I had, I would deposit, and then I would do small risk trades, make a few dollars here and there. Then my next paycheck, I would deposit again. Now I have 2,000 in my account, okay? Then I would do small trades, then I would, deposit again and again and again. And what you'll realize is, after like 6 to 8 months, you've got almost 10K in your account, which you couldn't even have thought of before, but now you do. So this is what it really comes down to, is understand that trading is a business that you're starting, okay? There's no one over you. When you start trading, there's no one above you. Now, when you start a business, you need to treat it like a business, okay? You need to be consistent. You need to show up every day. You need to learn. You need to be consistent. And once you do that, you'll slowly actually be able to see the results over time. Now, if I was to tell you guys, okay guys, today I'm going to start this business, okay? We're going to sell water bottles. I go out and I buy water bottles. And it's Monday, and Tuesday I come to you, I'm like, hey man, this water bottle business doesn't work. This business is failing, okay? I'm going to quit this business. You're going to say, what's wrong with you? You tried it for 1 day. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, I'm moving on. I'm selling sunglasses. All right, Tuesday comes. I'm selling sunglasses. I'm trying to sell some sunglasses. I don't sell any sunglasses. I don't make any money Tuesday. I come to you Wednesday. You know what? The sunglasses business, not a good business. I'm quitting this business. What are you thinking? This guy's out of his mind. This guy doesn't know how business works. You need to be consistent in business. You need to spend at least a year to 5 years to see anything. Okay, then why is it different with trading? Why is it different with trading? Why is it that people come to me 2 days later and say it's not working? Why is it? It's because you're treating trading like gambling. You're treating it like you're going to Atlantic City, like you're going to Las Vegas, like you're going to wherever the casinos are in Canada. I don't know. I don't go to casinos. But you're treating trading like gambling, when trading is actually the biggest business on this planet. All your banks trade with your money. All the hedge funds trade. All the brokers trade. That's how money is made. All right. So let's see. Let's go over some of these comments. Wow, so many comments. 8K. Appreciate the gifts, man. I appreciate you. Let's go. Let's see. How can I be connected? Tick. So first of all, join my lives every single day. Turn on the live notifications. Give me a follow. All you guys should give me a follow right now. Go to AlgoBars.com. get your account set up. When it says which broker, there's a list of brokers that AlgoBars is integrated with. Select TradeXN, fund your account, join my lives every day, okay? Now this trade, the second trade of the day, you guys know the first one we hit $1,000. We're at around $160, $170 in profit. The first one took a while too. We're gonna let this one ride out. How do I make the chart look like yours? Really good question. So the first thing you're gonna do is, the chart button is right here, okay? That opens the chart. Now the next thing that you're gonna do is, in this drop down here, you can change the chart type, okay? You can change the chart type. So what I would change it to is range bars. So select range bars. Once you select range bars, this is the chart type that you will see, okay? Now, what you can always do at the on the left side here is you can open your positions. That's at the bottom right here, this positions panel, okay? And then you can just resize it and make it a little bigger if you want. There's your positions. That's how you set up your chart, okay? Is there a buy and sell fee? That's just the broker fee. But here's the thing, TradeXN has the lowest fees that we found. So you can basically get set up right away. And yeah, fire exit, there you go. That's how you set it up. That's a lot that you began with. No, so basically what it really comes down to is understanding it doesn't matter if you even start with 500, 500, 500, and then you over 1 year end up trying to have like 5 to 6K in your account. That's pretty good. Or even if you do 1,000, 1,000, like every 2 weeks or every month, whatever it is, and you build up your account this way. Because what most people, actually, this is a problem. People think, okay, my first deposit, that's all I have to work with, okay? The reality is, all of you guys should try to get to a 100K account by the end of this year. Because even $100,000 is nothing. I've literally gotten like 100K, 200K, spend it in a weekend, it's gone. 100 to 200K is peanuts nowadays. So the goal really is, you should try to get, like when you're gonna start to actually make real money is when your account size is 100 to 200,000, okay? Like people come to me and we have some people here that make really good money trading. Like they'll start with like 5K or 10K, right? Then they'll come to me like a month or two later, they're like, my 5K is now like, 10 or 15K. Okay, I'm gonna do a withdrawal. And I was like, you're gonna withdraw? Because here's the problem. The problem is when you withdraw, let's say you turned your 5K into 15K. Very possible. You take out the 10K, now you're back to square one. Now you're back to doing the small trades again. But now if you have a 15K account, you can do 3 times the size at the same percentage ratio. And now you can do bigger trades. Now let's say you turn the 15 into 50. Now you can do even bigger trades while keeping the risk percentage small. Now you turn the 50 into 100. Now, mind you, this is after months and months and months. This isn't going to be overnight. It could, but most likely it's going to be over a long period of time. All right, so what it really comes down to is you need to then get your accounts up to 100K plus. And, to be honest, like what I do is I grow my accounts to the point where, I took the last account we did was 200K to 800,000. Then I took out 200K, okay? So I basically made $600,000 in profit. Then I took out 200,000 just because expenses, whatever, and then I let the account continue to grow. That's how business grows. All right, let me go over some more of these comments. Do you do live tomorrow evening? I'm gonna get started, with doing lives later on, but for now, we're just doing the lives around this time. I don't understand, is this automated or do you have to set up a subscription? Okay, so let me explain very simply and very clearly. This is AlgoBars, the trading platform. You can trade completely for free. If you're doing manual trading, no problem. You can click buy, sell, do your trades free. We don't charge anything, it's free. If you want to automate a strategy, if you want to build a strategy, you want to build an indicator, it takes credits. Now, because we're good people, we just give everyone 250 credits a month that we pay for that you can use every month, which you can build 1 to 2 strategies with every month for free, okay? So every month, you get 250 credits, done. You can use it for free. Now, to deploy a strategy, to run a strategy, that takes credits because we run your strategy on our servers. Our server cost goes up, we're not here to lose money, you know? So the only thing we charge for is things that we need to pay for, which is if you run your automated strategy, it runs on our server, it takes server cost, then it runs. But do you know how much it is? It's in the cents, okay? So like per trade that's executed fully automated, you don't have to do it. It costs around 50 cents per trade for a fully automated strategy. Now, hopefully you're making more than 50 cents per trade, okay? But what really happens is, let's say your strategy takes 5 trades today, okay? The cost on that is, from the credit side, $2.50. That's it. That's the only thing you have to pay for. Now, hopefully over 5 trades, you might have made like $100 or $500 or whatever your account size is. You might be making $1,000, okay? And all we charged for those 5 trades was $2.50. That's only for the automated. If you do manual trading, no charge. AlgoBars is completely free. You get sub-minute time frame, which you have to pay for on TradingView. You get it for free. You get a trade calculator for free, which basically you can select any market, and right here, look, any market you want, and you can set your stop loss take profit. You can tell it, look, I only want to risk 0.5%, okay? It'll tell you your position size. It'll tell you your lot size, and then you can send that to your trade panel, okay? Let me show you what that means. So now I sent this to my trade panel, okay? So you can see right there, it sent the stop loss and take profit that I have set in my trade calculator to my trade panel. So I can figure out my risk using the trade calculator, then I send it here, and I just need to click buy or sell, and it does it. Free, okay? Free feature. Next, Trade Journal. Trade Journal, there's some places that charge up to $200 a month for Trade Journal. Look, you get a full Trade Journal completely for free, okay? It can analyze your trades. It can show you your top instruments. You guys can see right here. Let me just scroll down. You can see I've made on BTC 161,000. On gold, I've made about 85,000. On NASDAQ, we made about 16,000. Look at these numbers. My best day was about $20,000 day. Okay, my worst day was around 11,000. My best trade was around 10,500. Max drawdown, I came down negative 23K. So free feature from AlgoBars, okay? So basically, and then you have the range bars, which is the biggest thing. Guys, our trade right now is hovering around $160, $150 in profit. That's the second trade of the day. All right, let's see. All right, now, the biggest thing, let's go and build a strategy. So on AlgoBars, how do you build a strategy? Click Algo Builder, and then you just click Let AI Invent It, click Generate My Strategy, and what this will do is it will code a strategy for you, so you don't need to learn how to code, you don't need to pay a coder, you don't need to wait like 2 to 3 months for them to build your strategy. It will do it, then it will backtest the strategy for you on live, real-time, actual market data, and then it will give you a result. Now, obviously, depending on the strategy, sometimes you might get a negative result. And what you can do is, let's go back right here, and let me change the strength of the AI to the middle one, and let's click generate. Now it's going to generate a strategy using a little bit more thinking power. All right. And let's see what it comes up with. So it's now building and coding a strategy for us. Let's see. What's the win rate of our strategy? So my strategy is around 60 to 65% when I'm doing it with the range bars. And I'll tell you what the strategy is. Step 1, I risk less than 1%. Step 2, we enter at the range bar reversal. Step 3, we set our stop loss take profit at 100 points above and below at 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. And step 4, we never touch the trade. All right, guys, there we go. There we go. So we just got this strategy in 1 month. It did a 40.1% return, win rate 52%. That's really good. And now all I need to do, and remember, this isn't calculating the fees, the spreads, the commissions, the swaps, all of those things. That's something that you have to actually factor in. Now, if I like the strategy, all I do is I click deploy it live. Okay, It saves it, and now all I need to do, it just tells me like these are all the settings, and I click deploy live. Done. Now this strategy is running live. I didn't need to pay for a coder. You can also share it. You can list it. You can share this. By the way, do you guys want this strategy? If you guys want, just put it in the comments that you guys want the strategy. Okay, just put a S in the comments if you want the strategy, because then I'll share it to Algo Social, and you guys can all go and get the strategy for free. Okay. Okay, let me know. Just put S's in the comments if you guys want me to share the strategy, because I'll list it on Algo Social. You guys can go download it. Let me see those S's in the comments. Okay, there we go. Everyone wants the strategy. You guys want the strategy? All right, let's list it. So I'm going to list it, and I'm going to say, all right, let's say, want the best strategies? All right, I'm gonna publish this one live to Algo Social. So you guys can, right after this, you guys can all go and you can download the strategy. Live strategy from July 22nd. Let's go. All right, I'll make it free. I'm gonna hide the strategy makeup. Let's generate Wall Street supercar. So when you're posting it, you can actually add thumbnails. Supercar. Professional amazing. All right, let's see what it comes up with. All right, so we're gonna try to make a thumbnail, which you can do just right here on AlgoBars. Let's see. I wonder what it's gonna make, because I just said Wall Street supercar professional amazing. Okay, but if you guys are better at prompting, you could probably prompt a much better thumbnail for this. But let's see. All right, there we go. Oh wow, look at that. That kind of looks like my old Ferrari, except I had the other one. All right, I think this one. Okay, guys, left or right? Left or right? This one or this one? That looks pretty cool, I think. Left or right? Let me know. All right. You know what? I like this one. Let's use this one. Okay, there we go. And publish. Left. Okay, everyone is saying left. All right, there we go. It's published on Algo Social. All right, and let me just stop this because there's no reason. So let's go to Algo Social and I'll show you guys, okay? So on the left side here, when you click this purple button, it takes you to Algo Social, okay? On Algo Social, there you go. There's the strategy that I just published. So you guys can actually go right here and then you can just click Get System, import at no cost. You can just download it for free. So guys, go download this strategy. Go make your own strategies. You might actually build one that's even better than the one that I have, that I've made. And you can even publish your indicators, build strategies. You can set up copy trade. It's actually pretty insane. All right, guys. So what we'll do is we'll call it a day here on this live. Thank you guys all for joining. I appreciate all you guys. Let's get started. Go to AlgoBars.com, get your account set up on TradeXN, get your account funded, and then start using the range bars. Remember, 0.01 lot size trades. Start building strategies, publish them on Algo Social, share it with your friends. This is Junior Fury is saying app name, it's AlgoBars.com. AlgoBars.com. So just go to AlgoBars.com. All right, guys, thank you guys all for joining. I appreciate all the gifts, the likes, the comments, the questions. Make sure you guys give me a follow, turn on the live notifications, and send me a DM if you're in the Toronto area. Saturday at noon, we're going to have a meetup here at the office. Come meet me in person. You know, we'll be doing live trades. Bring your laptops. We'll answer questions. And if enough of you guys come, we'll order some food. We'll have a good one. We'll have a good time. All right, guys, have a good one. Take care.